Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Or peace, mercy, and blessings be upon you. My name is Abdulaziz Al-Faleh, and I will be your presenter for the evening, so you're going to have to bear with me. We're going to start the show with a recital from the Holy Quran, because that is how most things are started, events are started back home. And I will recite something from the Holy Quran, and then we're going to have the president of the Saudi club and the vice president present themselves, and we're going to introduce the show later on. And just one quick little thing. It is custom in our religion that after the recital ends, there's no clapping, so you don't have to clap. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. يا أيها الذين آمنوا لا تقدموا بين يدي الله ورسوله واتقوا الله إن الله سميع عليم. يا أيها الذين آمنوا لا ترفعوا أصواتكم فوق صوت النبي ولا تجهروا له بالقول كجهر بعضكم لبعض أن تحبط أعمالكم وأنتم لا تشعرون. إن الذين يغضون أصواتهم عند رسول الله أولئك الذين امتحن الله قلوبهم للتقوى لهم مغفرة وأجر عظيم. إن الذين ينادونك من وراء الحجرات أكثرهم لا يعقلون. ولو أنهم صبروا حتى تخرج إليهم لكان خيرا لهم والله غفور رحيم. يا أيها الذين آمنوا إن جاءكم فاسق بنبأ فتبينوا أن تصيبوا قوما بجهالة فتصبحوا على ما فعلتم نادمين. واعلموا أن فيكم رسول الله لو يطيعكم في كثير من الأمر لعنتم ولكن الله حبب إليكم الإيمان وزينه في قلوبكم وكره إليكم الكفر والفسوق والعصيان أولئك هم الراشدون فضلا من الله ونعمه والله عليم حكيم. وإن طائفتان من المؤمنين اقتتلوا فأصلحوا بينهما فإن بغت إحداهما على الأخرى فقاتلوا التي تبغي حتى تفيء إلى أمر الله فإن فات فأصلحوا بينهما بالعدل وأقسطوا إن الله يحب المقسطين. إنما المؤمنون إخوة فأصلحوا بين أخويكم واتقوا الله لعلكم ترحمون. يا أيها الذين آمنوا لا يسخر قوم من قوم عسى أن يكونوا خيرا منهم ولا نساء من نساء عسى أن يكن خيرا منهن ولا تلمزوا أنفسكم ولا تنابزوا بالألقاب بئس الاسم الفسوق بعد الإيمان ومن لم يتب فأولئك هم الظالمون. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اجتنبوا كثيرا من الظن إن بعض الظن إثم ولا تجسسوا ولا يغتب بعضكم بعضا أيحب أحدكم أن يأكل لحم أخيه ميتا فكرهتموه واتقوا الله إن الله تواب رحيم. يا أيها الناس إنا خلقناكم من ذكر وأنثى وجعلناكم شعوبا وقبائل لتعارفوا إن أكرمكم عند الله أتقاكم إن الله عليم خبير.
Hi, I'm Daniel. I'm the president of Saudi Club of the Saudi Club Ibrahim Al Haidar. behalf the 500 students people here, I wanna welcome you for coming, and I wanna thank you for participating us our festival. Thank you.
Hello guys, my name is Muhammad Al Mansour. I'm the Vice President of the Saudi Club, and again on behalf of Saudi Club, we thank you all for coming and participate the Saudi National Day, and I hope you guys enjoy the show. And I would guys introduce Mr. Stephanie, our advisor, and come here. In the same time, Christy.
Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing? Good? Good. So as Ibrahim mentioned, we have about 500 Saudi Arabian students at Boise State. Our Saudi students comprise of over 50% of our international students. And we're very happy that they are here. They bring so much enrichment to Boise State, and they make life at Boise State a lot more interesting. So we're very, very proud and lucky to have them here. And I'm very proud of the Saudi Student Club. They've worked so, so hard to put this event together tonight. And welcome, and thank you very much for coming. Thanks.
Assalamu alaikum again. I would like to introduce and thank University Brass Quintet. They will be normally in the past few years we would just play a recording of our national anthem, and they have honored us with performing it for us live for you guys. So here we go, the national anthem.
Yeah. Okay. So.
Mic check. All right. Now it's time to give you guys a presentation about Saudi Arabia, but I thought I would change it up a little bit. I think most of you know the basics, where, you know, geographically, politically, all that stuff. So we'll get that over with quickly, and we'll go over more in-depth, fun details about Saudi Arabia. So, of course, we're in the Middle East. You can see right over there the little red dot in the middle. And also, our country is very significant to all Muslim people because our country has the most important city, most significant city to Islam, which is Mecca. So, when somebody thinks Saudi Arabia, what do you think? You think hot, dry desert, right? Well, that is true. And that is actually where I come from, the part where I come from, but it's not all of Saudi Arabia. So we'll just take a little tour. We're gonna start off with the central region, my home region. Can I get a holla from Riyadh? Riyadh! Woo! So what you guys are seeing right now is called mud bricks. Back in the old days before technology, because there are no mountains in the central region and no wood and nothing like that. People made their houses out of clay. And so clay mixed with other stuff that makes it more rigid. And it actually also helps with, it also helps when it's really hot, it's a bit cooler inside without air conditioning. But however, with technology, this is how Riyadh is nowadays. Most of our houses, for some reason, are made out of bricks and not wood. Maybe to stand the heat, because it gets really hot. If it's 115, that's like a normal day in July or August. We have, you know, there are some pastime activities that are relative to every region. What we like to do in Riyadh is go for a picnic. But it's not the picnic that you think. We don't go to the woods. We don't go to the park. We go to sand dunes. Those. Well, as you can see, it is just a sea of sand. And actually, one of my personal favorite times to go actually there, because if you do roll around, because the ground is so soft, and you get the urge to jump around and, you know, play around. But the problem is it'll get in your eyes, in your pockets for months to come. And, you know, I bet a lot of people can relate. But the day after it rains, it becomes so moist and so damp, and literally all of that becomes your blanket. You can roll around, you can do flips, you can do whatever you want. Up next, we'd like to go to East Coast. Can I get a holla from Dammam? Khubar, Hassa, Qatif. Well, little did you know that all the oil in Saudi Arabia only exists in the East Coast. So we love the East Coast. Of course, it's coastal, it's by the Gulf, and it gets very hot and very humid. The humidity is the highest amongst the country. And also there's Al-Hassa. Yeah. Al-Hassa is the world's largest date exporter. And my personal favorite dates are from Hassa. The dates, they don't taste as good anywhere else. I would like to talk to you about the Southeast, but all there is the empty quarter, or Rub' al-Khali. It literally takes about a third of the Arabian Peninsula. It is the world's largest sand desert. The daily maximum temperature can reach 47 Celsius, 117 Fahrenheit, but can get as high as 133 Fahrenheit. I have never experienced that, and I live in Riyadh. And I found this picture that I thought would just sum it all up. It is Arabia's legendary sea of sand. Life is scarce. There is almost nothing, just a few scorpions and just a few plants, and there's no life. However, I did some research, and I actually, people have found some fossils and some evidence of existence of lakes that trace back between 6,000 to 3,000 years ago. but then it just turned into sand. And if you're at all interested, look it up. There's some really interesting stuff. Which is the opposite from the southwest. Now, when you see that, you don't think Saudi Arabia, right? Well, this is the southwest, and I would like to just leave you with a couple of beautiful pictures. This is a picture from Abha. Yeah! It's really very beautiful, and actually, you see how in America people during December or January try to go to like Florida or Hawaii to escape the heat, to escape the cold? Well, the same happens, people in the central region during July, we go there to escape the heat. So there's a double entendre for you right there. That's also Abha. And that is it, correct me guys if I'm wrong, Tariq al-Hada? Yes, that's the Hada road. It goes all along the mountains, and it's pretty dangerous actually. And it just looks so beautiful at nighttime. That we're gonna get back to later. We're gonna get back to that one. This is Najran. And actually, Najran, the performance after this presentation is gonna be a dance from that region. So we'll expand on that a little bit afterwards. And this is Jazan, or Jazan, whichever you wanna call it. Now back to the monkey. One of my earliest memories, we went to a trip with my family, and we went to a little town called Beljurashi. Give me a shout if you know where that is. All right, it's because it's a little town. So we went, picnicking in the mountains, and you just see monkeys everywhere. They don't harm you, as long as you leave them alone, they don't harm you or anything. But what I do remember, I was about 5 years old. My sister was 11 years old, and we were just about to do a prayer. And I was a little kid. I didn't have to, but I wanted to stand up with them and do the prayer. So my sister goes right in front of us and sees this really cute monkey, and gives him a banana. No, I'm sorry. She gives him an orange actually, which is weird because banana would make sense. Little did she know, there comes this huge monkey just running at her, angry and screaming. So she's scared, of course, she runs. One of my older brothers, he cuts the prayer and goes shushes the big monkey. But from a young age, I learned a big lesson. The concept of cuteness does not translate well in the animal kingdom. That was like the biggest, the alpha male, the tribe. He was like, why are you giving the orange to this little kid right here? Up next, we go up north, which is actually the only part of Saudi Arabia where it actually snows. And this is actually a picture from Tabuk. And the upcoming picture is one of my personal favorite. This is a roundabout in Hayel. Anybody? Hayel, give me a holla. That actually epitomizes what I'm about to tell you, because in our religion and in our culture specifically, generosity is really encouraged. And one of the oldest legends and stories to tell of generosity, it actually comes from the area where it's known now as Hayel, by a man named Hatim of the Ta'i tribe, or Hatim al-Ta'i. He was a pre-Islamic Arabian poet, and actually he was a Christian, and he was known for his extreme generosity. That there is a saying that still goes until this day, akramu min Hatim, which is more generous than Hatim, if everybody does something unbelievably generous. And so we get all our generosity from up north. Woohoo. And I wanted to save the best and most complicated for last. We have Hijaz, Medina, Jeddah, Mecca. Give me a holla. It is without a doubt among our country. It is the richest in history. It was occupied by the Ottoman Empire, and it had a very rich history of cultures, and it has the biggest significance because it has the two holy mosques. So it has a huge significance to the Muslim world. We're gonna go and visit Mada'in Salih first. There were tales and legends spoke in the old days about people who carve mountains as houses. And this is just a little example. They would literally, and it's, I forgot how, but it's a few thousand years old too. And up next we go to Al-Madinah Al-Munawwara, or as it translates to the enlightened city. It has also a very significant Islamic significance, I'm sorry. And that, what you see right now is Al-Masjid Al-Nabawi. That is, without counting Al-Masjid Al-Haram, which is in Mecca, is the largest mosque. And the Prophet's grave is in there as well. And up next, we go to Mecca. That is the little black cube right there. That's the Kaaba. Every Muslim who prays, whenever they're praying, they have to be facing the Kaaba's direction. And as you can see, since they are amongst the Kaaba, they're kind of like a circle because everybody's trying to face it. But actually, in certain cities, it's just one direction. And they are really used to having heavy population, and they have grown more and more experienced. They host about 15 million visitors a year that want to visit the Holy Mosque. And only during Hajj, which is about a week, it hosts 5 million during just a week, and they keep doing a better job every time at it. Up next, we have Jeddah. Can I get a ow? So Jeddah is a very interesting place. It's only It's only about half an hour to 45 minutes from Mecca. What? Home sweet home. Well, my home is Riyadh, but home sweet home for you. It's a very interesting place. It's only a half hour to 45 minutes from Mecca, so they both share a lot in common. But before we get to what they share in common, I would like to just show you one of the most beautiful coral reefs in the world, the Red Sea, because of how rich it was, because coral reefs, you know, they really look beautiful in there. And there you go, it's just beautiful. Everybody in Jeddah that does not scuba dive, shame on you. There's another picture for you right there. And on a last note, I'll share with you guys what Mecca and Jeddah they have in common, and every other region in Saudi Arabia can actually learn from it. Jeddah and Mecca are the most diverse two cities in the whole country. You have Saudis from Arabian descent, you have Saudis from African descent, you have Saudis from Indonesian descent, you have Saudis from Egyptian descent, from Syrian descent, from all over the place. They're just, it's been an amazing culture right there. I've had the pleasure of living there for 3 years, and with diversity, I realized that the more diverse the city is, the more tolerant people get, and so we can all learn from that. I love that aspect about that place. And that was my last note, and I hope I didn't bore you guys too much. Thank you. So, remember when I was talking about Najran and they had a really good dance that they were going to show you? Well, they're about to show it to you. The dance is, just to sum it up, it is just to show in any occasion, whether it be marriage or asking for help or anything like that, it's to pay your dues and respect to the other person. And it's a really good dance. Well, please welcome the... I'm really sorry, everybody. It's called Azamel, so please give it up.
متكفي عن سرية الوقفات وابطال، وقفة حداهم تكفي عن سرية. يا خادم البيت يا قصر له ظلال، نرتاح في فيته والشمس حية، بك تستطيب القوافي واشهب اللال، والأرض صارت بشوفك مزهرية، ذكرك يخلد وتحكي عنه الأجيال، يلي تعاملك دوم بصدق نية، وسلطان في ذمة إنه صدق من قال إنه من أهل الوفا وأهل الحرية.
سلام ينصى ملكنا طيب الفال،
سلام ينصى ملكنا طيب الفال،
وعم حكامنا بالمقدرية،
وعم حكامنا بالمقدرية.
سلام ينصى ملكنا طيب الفال،
سلام ينصى ملكنا طيب الفال،
وعم حكامنا بالمقدرية،
وعم حكامنا بالمقدرية.
اللي حموا دارنا من شر الأنذال، والأمن عم البلد صبح وعشية، اللي حموا دارنا من شر الأنذال، والأمن عم البلد صبح وعشية، والأمن عم البلد صبح وعشية،
والأمن عم البلد صبح وعشية.
يا خادم البيت يا قصر له ظلال،
خادم البيت يا قصر له ظلال،
نرتاح في فايته والشمس حية،
نرتاح في فايته والشمس حية،
ذكرك يخلد وتحكي عنها الأجيال، يلي تعامل كدوم بصدق نية، ذكرك يخلد وتحكي عنها الأجيال، يلي تعامل كدوم بصدق نية، يلي تعامل كدوم بصدق نية.
تعامل كدوم بصدق نية.
والنايب الثاني اللي للشرفنا،
والنايب الثاني اللي للشرفنا،
يستاهل أكثر وزير الداخلية،
يستاهل أكثر وزير الداخلية،
اللي بفكره تحدى كل الأهوال، ومن بلدنا وعيشتنا هنية، اللي بفكره تحدى كل الأهوال، ومن بلدنا وعيشتنا هنية، ومن بلدنا وعيشتنا هنية.
وعيشتنا هنية.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أقسم بالله العظيم أن أكون مخلصا لدين.
One more time for these guys. That was awesome. All right. Up next, it's very common back home to recite poetry, and not in the way that you guys think. It has to rhyme every time, and it has to have the same pattern all over, but it's still recited as opposed to sang. And so here to give you this poetry about the National Day is Faisal Hassan Al-Jahani. So give it up.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أخوكم فيصل بن حسن بن عوض العرفي الجني. عليك زود. يقول الله ولا غيره سما والية، والله يديم أعرافنا العرفية، نبيه محمد وصلوا وسلم عليه ودياناتنا إسلامية. واليوم بنهنى الوطن في يومه، يوم الفرح والعز والجاهية، بعد 83 معها يدوم رفراف العلم في يديه. نشكر لابو متعب جهوده ويضا، نشكر جهود الملحقة الماسية، ويدوم ابو متعب ويسلم راسه رمز الفخر والكلمة الفعلية. ويضا ولا ننسى رئيس النادي، يقول ويضا ولا ننسى رئيس النادي واخواننا اهل الوقفة المثلية، حروة شهر قام يتعالى همه، حروة شهر قام يتعالى همه، والهم بكره يكره من زناده الصية. هذا وانا فيصل حزام الربعي واخواني يلي للسما مارية، قوم احتزم واللي يهدك هده في يدكم بحزام الجنبية. قوم احتزم واللي يهدك هده في يدكم حزام والجنبية. من بعد هذا يا جماعة هدوا، ما كل من غنى نغني زيه. آل السعود الله يعز حماهم، حكامنا بعد الغزو والهية، يوم القبايل في تشتت واسع، هذا ذبح هذا ورد خيه. من بعدها عبد العزيز يعاهد كل القبايل من هنا وهنية. إلين وحدنا واخذ بيعتنا وقامت بعدها النهضة العصرية، ثم انفتح مجال واسمه بعثة، واصبح لدينا طفرة علمية، وجات الثقافة عامل لنهضتنا، واصبح لدينا كتلة سياسية. إلين ما جاء جيل غير الأول، الله يهدي كل جاهل ضيه، هذا يصفق له ذاك يغني، والمغتوي غطى طريقه غيه. يعني عشان يكون رجل مثقف لازم معه جنسية أمريكية. يعني كذا رد الجميل بحقه، نخون ونطالب بهالجنسية. اصحوا وعودوا واعقلوا وافتهموا، الطيبة ما هو جزاها سيئة. طيب نبي نناقش بشكل علمي، وأيضا نبي نثبت مدى الجرمية، منا ابن سينا ومنا الرازي، هذا بحسب القوة الطبية، وهذا الخوارزمي بشكل حسابي يفكر وجاب لها الخوارزمية. يقول ومنا ابن حنبل وفيها الجوزي. إذا تكلمنا عن الدينية استغرب اللي ما ملذ ذي عينه ويرجح 10 على 100. واللي يقول الدين عند إرهابه، الدين ما له فرقة إرهابية، الدين دين الله بهدي محمد، يضفي على الإنسان إنسانية، تردعه ما هو حزام الناسف له بعد من قنبلة ذرية. ادعوا إلى ربك بفرض الحكمة وأخلاقنا والكلمة القدسية، نحب نحظى باحترام الفكرة. إلين شفنا الوجهة الرجعية، شفنا التفكك والعمود يكسر بأفكار ليبرالية الحادية. آمنت بالله لا إله غيره اللي خلق ذا الكون والكونية، وارجع وقول الله ولا غير الله بالسيف ولا النبرة الصوتية. لا يا ملك حنا ذبحنا المذهب، هذيك سنية وذي شيعية، وكل يقول الحق هذا عندي والحق عند الله يا راس الهية. لا يا ملك حنا ذبحنا المذهب، هذيك سنية وذي شيعية، وكل يقول الحق شوفه عندي والحق عند الله يا راس الهية. تذابحوا والكل ينفش ريشه على اخوانه، والدماء سفحية، خلص من عراقه وراح لشامه، والحين يبغى التفرقة نجدية. يا اخواننا يا اصحابنا يا ربعي، حنا ترى بديار نصرانية فيها 300 كنيسة وأكثر، وعاشوا وعيشتهم رضا سلمية، صلوا وكل من دفن في قبره وكل حسابه دبره إلهية. ولحد يجيني يقول لحد يحرم لي وذاك يحلل، ما هو ما أدى حقوقها الشرعية. وطن واحد وربي ربي، واعرف لوين توصل الحرمية. والاحترام أكمل صفات المسلم، ولا يؤذي إخوانه ويضمر نية. ودمينا خضراء ولا هي حمراء، يعني سعودي روح جنسية، يعني عسى الله ينصرك ويعينك وتبقين يا دياري كذا سعودية. مكة وطيبة حي من يصلها وأهلي هناك وكل نار حية. يقول وتبقين يا داري ويسلم راسي يومي مدحت الدار يا راعية. تبقين يا داري ويسلم راسي يومي مدحت الدار يا راعية. وصلا يكفينا شعور واحد بيرك خضر بحروف توحيدية. وقبل لا نختم للديم الملحق نبى الرواتب والفلوس شوية.
The only thing I wish that there was a translation on the slides, because that was beautiful. That was really beautiful. He talked about a lot in a short amount of time. That's all I can say. It was beautiful. It was really good. Well, who's hungry? Right now we're going to go to dinner for about 45 minutes. And then during the slides will be showing of a lot of cool stuff about Saudi Arabia. And in the meantime, just enjoy eating and don't listen to me anymore. What are you still doing?